on-ground reality if you talk about AI and access. It's very easy to say, oh, it's great for democratizing knowledge, but how many people even have access to the internet to be able to access AI tools? So this is what the digital divide is if you really look at it. This is from maybe 1 or 2 years ago. You can see the divide when it comes to availability of the internet. So wherever the yellow is really bright, there's a high concentration of internet availability and use. Everywhere else where it's little dark, it's not there. And not just that, even within countries, within regions, there are inequalities to access. So within the same country, women tend to have less access than men. Even when the internet is available, the price may be too high. A lot of us are fortunate enough to not really sit and think, 1 hour of internet usage, how much are we spending? But for some people, that makes a very big difference. And then when you come to AI, the high income countries are the ones who have the highest share in AI innovation, AI tools. All of them are coming from these high income countries. So AI models, 87% of them are coming from high income countries. AI startups, 86% again, are from such countries. And venture capital funding for AI companies, 90% is held by high income countries. So when you come to AI innovation and you being able to use this data, you can see how upper middle, lower middle, and low income countries have a very, very small share in this. So then how do we talk about AI being able to democratize this information? Going a little further, even beyond that, there is a divide when it comes to language. Now, we know that AI tools are trained on pre-existing data, and most of the data that's available online is in English. So, who are the people who are benefiting from this? English speakers. So, the total number of English speakers in the world today is about 1.5 billion, which is almost 20% of the world population. Of those, some are native speakers, like us in India, we are native speakers. So many of us also can benefit from it, but there are some non-native speakers. And a lot of languages that are not very popularly used, they don't perform very well in AI systems. So this is essentially a repetition of what I said, but just to point out an example. So Common Crawl, which is a free open access repository of data scraped from the internet. 46% of the monthly data is in English. And all these other languages like Russian, Dutch, French constitute less than 6%, and Hindi, for example, contributes less than 1%. So this bias can impact non-native English speakers, limit the cultural diversity. It can, perpetuate biases, lead to misinformation. So there are a lot of challenges. When a person who does not know English, how will they create a prompt and try to get answers? Training LLMs in non-English languages is expensive. It is time-consuming, and which is also a hurdle in this. Even advanced models that are being trained in other languages tend to perform less efficiently. And so all this can really threaten cultural diversity. And there's a pressure to communicate only in English to achieve better AI results. And there are startups, there are initiatives that are trying to build localized tools, but they really, really need to be scaled up. And they really need to build large data sets. So on the bright side, there is work happening in this direction. So small LLMs may not perform very well, but larger models like GPT-4 Turbo has very good capabilities at solving problems posed in Hindi. And this is improving day by day. Tomorrow when I try it, it probably will be a step ahead. So the beauty about AI systems is things are changing so fast. In a blink of an eye, there is a new model or a new change. So there is a need to improve the multilingual capabilities of smaller models, and still they can be used for very basic things like in schools and things like that. Now, Tech Mahindra recently built something called Project Indus, which is an LLM based on Indian languages, supporting not just Hindi, but 37 regional Hindi-based dialects. And it is open source, it runs on Intel, and small businesses and individuals can also easily adopt it. So schools, etc., can experiment with these kind of tools. Another one is Project Vani, which is by IIC Bangalore and Art Park, and also capturing the diversity of India's spoken languages. And it's an India representative, multimodal, multilingual data set. As we speak, it is being built and improved. So, indeed, open source technologies and AI fields are helping in AI participation in some lower income countries as well. It is helping them to come up with solutions for problems with a local context without having to reinvent or create like really, really big changes in technologies. So, some examples are natural disaster preparedness in Mozambique, farm management and advisory practices in India. So, there is actually a chatbot called Kisan e-Mitra, HIV management, peer coach, and aiding accurate diagnosis in South Africa. So all these kind of solutions are AI based, and they are helping solve uh, problems on the ground at the grassroots level. Not just that, a lot of AI models that are coming up are open source compared to how it was in 2021. Now more and more models are open source, and a lot of leading institutions are releasing free tools. So Semantic Scholar, there are 200 million papers available for free. Perplexity, a lot of these tools, there is a free mode, and of course, there is a paid mode as well.